So we finally got the news on Errol Spence's ring return and who he'll be fighting. Unfortunately, it's not the news that the world wanted to hear. But before we get into the news, in this video, make sure that y'all hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. And remember, the like button is free. So, for the longest time, we've been wanting to know, when is Errol Spence gonna announce his fight? We know that Bud Crawford, he just fought I've Been Sneezing last weekend, and he had a spectacular knockout. And we all know the situation between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. That shit fell apart because Terence Crawford ran off and he fought a tune-up. You know what I'm talking about? And so everybody been wanting to know, well, what is Errol Spence gonna do? What is Errol Spence's next move? A lot of speculation is that Errol Spence was gonna fight Keith Thurman next. The WBC ordered Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman next. So everything was kind of pretty much in the air. Everybody was reporting that it was pretty much said and done that Errol Spence and Keith Thurman, they was gonna fight. You had other big YouTube channels saying that they pretty much already had the fight signed and done. But I don't be believing none of that stuff because people just gonna come out with stories and put out what they want to come out with. Now, this was a big expectation from the boxing world when the WBC came and mandated Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. Also, Stanionis and Virgil Ortiz now look like that they're gonna fight. Stanionis was one of Errol Spence's mandatories, but he went off another route. And then we know that Jerron Boots Ennis, he's fighting on the undercard of Gervonta Tank Davis and Hector Garcia. So everybody was like, okay, now we pretty much know what Errol Spence is gonna do. He gotta fight Keith Thurman or he gotta move up. Well, like I said, in this video, I'ma tell y'all the unfortunate news was really going down, but he also spoke on Terence Crawford. And I know a lot of people been waiting to hear what he got to say on Terence Bud Crawford. Now, when asked about how he felt about Terence Crawford and was it true that Terence Crawford did everything that he could to make the fight happen, and he let the world know, no, it wasn't true. If he did everything that he could to make the fight happen, the fight would be happening. But he said, I'm not tripping on him going and making his money with David I've Been Sneezing, you know, getting an easy fight. He said, but he didn't go about it the right way. He said, I would have been cool with it if he kind of came to us and said, look, I'm going to make this fight. I'm making a lot of money to get this easy fight. I'm going to get my bag. And then after I get this bag, me and you can make it happen. He said he would have been cool. And he said he would have been like, all right, go on and get your bag. But he said he went about it the wrong way. He said he just left us out in the dark. He didn't tell me or tell nobody that he was working with this other company, BLK. And then we find out, just like the whole world find out, through ESPN, through social media, when I thought that we was pretty much wrapping the negotiations up to make the fight happen. So that was his feelings. He didn't really look like he had too many hard feelings towards Terence Crawford. He kind of looked like with everything that he been going through with this wreck and everything, he just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad to be living. So whoever gonna get it is who gonna get it. You know, I'm not chasing behind Terence Crawford no more. Now, he did say that he hoped that they can still go make the fight happen, but he doesn't look too confident that he believes that Terence Crawford really wants to fight and that Terence Crawford is really gonna do the business to make the fight happen this time. And I don't either. So, you know, that was pretty much what he had to say, but he said that he looking to fight any of the best names out there. He ain't taking no tune-ups, and he want to get in with the best, whoever that may be. Now, for the news that everybody wants to know, when is he coming back? Who is he fighting? This is the unfortunate news, right? We all know that he got into a head-on collision with a 14-year-old that stole the car, and Errol Spence happened to be the one that he wrecks into. You know what I'm saying? Head on. The good news is that Errol Spence came out alive. What really saved his life is because he had an armored truck. His car was armored, you know what I'm saying? Bulletproof. So that really saved his life because it was all metal. Wasn't no plastic. It was all metal. So that saved his life. But the unfortunate thing about it is he did sustain some injuries. No serious injuries. He's not telling what the injury that he did sustain. But he said, the unfortunate thing is that now he's going to have to push his fight back. He says that he was looking forward to announcing the fight and the fight date before this weekend. So he was looking to do it sometime this week, right? This past week that just passed. He was looking to announce his fight date and who he was going to fight and all of that. But he said now that with the injuries that he sustained, that we might not see him in the ring until June. He got to wait for his injuries to heal up. And we might not see him in the ring until, he said June, maybe April at the earliest. Now, we know that Terence Crawford is saying that he wants to fight in April or May. We know that Terence Crawford, if he's willing to get in the ring with Errol Spence, he wants to have the advantage. He wants to think that Errol Spence is rusty. We know if Errol Spence don't fight until April or June, he gonna be out of the ring over a year again, coming off another injury. Like I said, I don't know what injury he's coming off because he's not saying what injury it is. He's not telling nobody, but he's injured because he clearly said that he has to push back everything now. He got to heal up. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just unfortunate. But the great thing is that, he's still alive because that accident that he got in, you know what I'm saying? He could have very, very well been dead. So like Errol Spence said, he got God on his side. God is protecting him. Like I said, I don't know what this does. Errol Spence really don't know what it does because he don't know if he gonna stay at 147 pounds. He don't know if he gonna move up to 154. But it looks like, his stablemate and one of his best friends is undisputed at 154, and he don't want to move up. I just got done hearing Jermell Charlo talk, and Jermell said, hey, I'm comfortable at this weight. Ain't no need for me to move up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to stay here and defend my titles. So that's a conflict of interest with Errol Spence because Errol Spence want to move up. And he said that he's willing to fight Jermell Charlo if the money is right. But Jermell Charlo don't want to fight him. So it's kind of like, I don't see Errol Spence moving up to 154 pounds and not fighting for a belt. You know what I'm saying? It's strap season everywhere he go. And then he could stay at 147. He could fight a Jerron Boots Ennis or a Virgil Ortiz standing on his winner. But none of those fights is as big as the Terence Crawford fight. And, Errol Spence, he wants the biggest and best fights. And he not going to be able to make Terence Crawford get in the ring with him. But like I said, if Errol Spence say, fuck it, coming off another injury, I'm still willing to get in the ring with Terence Crawford. Let's go. I don't take no motherfucking tune-ups. Let's make it happen. Well, Terence Crawford just might do it this time because Errol Spence is coming off another injury and he think that he has an advantage. All we can do is wait and see. But once again, Errol Spence says that he won't be getting into the ring until April at the earliest, June or July, somewhere around then. Let me know what y'all think about this. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.